Hi guys, so today I'm going to try out the Heartfelt Creations Elegant Mosaics bundle that I picked up a little while ago, not too long ago, from HSN. If I have any links, if it's still available, those would be affiliate links, which means I make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Of course, you can find these things other places. I do want to make mention, obviously, Heartfelt Creations themselves has their own items. And Craft Stash. I know Craft Stash had some of their stuff here and there, but right now they have like a lot of the Heartfelt Creations things. And the reason I mention Craft Stash, because like on HSN, you know, sometimes maybe you have a coupon, they have a bundle deal, they have, you know, different things. Craft Stash just has like awesome prices pretty much every day, and they have some really great bundles too, especially with Heartfelt Creations. So maybe something you want to check out, but I'll link it in the description box as far as the selections go. So this bundle had the paper pack. It has, you know, well, when you get something like this, it usually comes with a little inspo, and it actually has directions step by step on how to make the card that you see here, which is really nice. Having said that, I don't know if the bundles on Craft Stash would come with this bag, because I've picked up some bags or some bundles on HSN, they didn't have the bag. It has to be like the one at all bundle, I guess, if that's what it's called. Like I said, I had other collections where I got mostly everything, but it just didn't come in a bag. Okay, so I don't want people to assume it's just going to come in that and then be like, oh, I didn't get a bag. But today, you know, I'm not going to do a lot of coloring. I don't feel like coloring today, and that's really what you're going to be doing with these. Honestly, the reason I like this is these little border pieces. I think they're super cute, and that's what I wanted this for. But, I mean, look at how they make the dies. Like, look at this one. So it's one piece, and then it cuts out these little pieces here, and it's just, she does such a great job with it. So, like, it makes it look a lot just more lacy, more awesome, right? This background piece or the little strip die. So really cool. What I think I'm going to do in my mind is I'm going to go through the paper pack. So I'll put these things to the side for a moment. Just put it all back in this bag here. And I think I'm going to use one of the card bases, like when you go through these paper packs, she has, and then we're going to die cut these things. So she has these pieces that the dies work right back to, so it's already ready to go. I don't have to color anything. You know, we have the different parts here. Of course, I'm going to have to really pay attention to which dies go where. And, you know, if you just want to use one and then maybe a little something on top, that's great too. I think I'm going to layer it up pretty good amount. We'll see. Some of the paper's just like backgrounds, of course, like scrapbook sheets. I mean, look at that. It's gorgeous. Some of it's like this, and this is the kind of thing I'm going to look for today, and I think I want a square card. I don't know. So she has these smaller pieces. Those look like they would fit over like a A2 size card. We have this. Very colorful. Now that's the other thing. This color is out there as far as how I normally do things. I mean, this is very, very colorful. So I'm trying to think about what I want to use. And then there's other ones. I mean, there's tags. Again, this probably is a tag set that she must have, because this happens in every so often some of the packages or paper packs I've seen. So I'm assuming she has a die set that cuts these kind of things out. So I need to look into that, actually. This is just a plain 6x6. Oh, this is the kind of thing. Oh, these are 6x6 for real. I kind of want to use that one. Let's see what the flowers look like again. And then what do we got going on here? Okay, so we have two sets, 2 pages of this. It looks like this one goes on top of this one, and this little guy, and possibly even this one is separate, right? And then the blue. I'm trying to see if there's a certain paper that looks like this or not, and if it's that one, you know? Sorry. Oh, it's this one. You can probably mix and match however you want. So maybe I'll do this one then, because I kind of want to go with this paper. But then when I look at it, it's actually this guy that this goes with. Okay, what I'm going to do is pull this out. I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to bring out this flower. And it doesn't have to coordinate. You can mix and match them. I'm just picking out the exact same flower that's in the corner that's going to be in the center piece here too. Okay, I'm going to trim this down, just take it to my guillotine, 6 inches, and then 6 inches, of course, so measure it 6 inches, because it should be exactly on that line. And then once that's cut, I'll cut down this way. Yeah, just right on 6 inches, 6 inches, so nice 6-inch square. What I'm going to do is look through the dies and pick out the right die set to cut out this one right here. Okay, I'll be right back. I could put that away. All right, it looks like it's this one. Yeah, I'm just trying to see because this is that the largest one. We will see, I suppose. All right. Nope. Wow. It looks awesome, but it's all different pieces. So I was trying to look at it, I'm like, oh, is that one piece that we're gonna do? But no. That is really, really cool. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna use this outer die. And that's what's gonna cut this one for us. Now if you want to do an aperture, what you can do is run this through, tape it down to a piece of scrap paper, run it through, the little circle will pop out, and then leave it hinged and leave the paper on, the outer paper, you know, and then you can see through and just place it where it needs to be, tape it back down. But she makes them so they're pretty easy to see through, like right here I can see that's pretty perfect, you know. But if you really want to make sure you're spot on, or as best as you can, then you can do something like that. This is pretty good. So I'm just gonna glue that, not glue it, we're gonna tape it down. And let's see the other pieces. So obviously there's that one. I was kind of trying to see what is going on here. Like the difference between this one and that guy. These are two different dies, this one. So clearly that one will cut a different edging for you if you wanted it to. But really it's this one that'll cut this guy. So for this paper pack they did it a little bit different. And honestly I guess if I wanted to I could cut like some paper from this. Like a pattern paper and still tuck it in behind. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go right to the next one. And again, super delicate and just the way that she designs her dies. Like you can see right to the edge. So I'm going to pop this on here. And again, not the biggest deal because the colors all coordinate right back to each other with what's going on. So I'll put that there. And I'm just getting scraps of tape that were on my desk here, guys. And then the next one for this one is just a little flower. So it's a little bit different. Some of them have 4 layers, some have 5, or sorry, 4 and 3. I don't think there's one that has 5, at least not in the paper pack. And there's that. So I'm gonna take a moment to like cut these closer and run them through my die cutting machine. I'll tape this down and I'll be right back with these layers. Okay guys. Again, I guess I could have popped these out before I came back. I always forget. So we have this little guy. I did grab a 6-inch card base from like one of my Crafter's Companion kits. Look how pretty. I mean, the colors are just so vibrant. And it's funny because it looks so different once it's cut away from the rest of the paper, right? So we have this guy, and then we have this. So again, just 6 by 12, scored at 6 inches there, so it's a 6-inch card base. And we can rough this up if you want a little something fun with the layers, you know. And then we're gonna bring this guy in. Oh my gosh. Be careful popping this guy out. It's a little more delicate. And that guy's gonna lean over there. In the example that they have in the book, or you know, in the packaging, they kind of offset it a little bit so you can still see a little bit of the background peeking out just for funsies, but generally you're laying it up this way, and look at that. So I think that's what this other smaller, this die that's by itself, if you want to use this one, it cuts all this part. See that little orange part? Where this one, the next die down, cuts it this way. So when you stamp it, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers on this one. If you want. I guess you can get it from the cardstock too, but then I feel like that wastes the other one because you could cut into this guy, right? Oh, with this one. But anyway. So what I'm going to do right now for sure is glue this down, and then we're going to start talking about layering and sentiments and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to glue this on. So like stuck that down, and you know, I'm looking at this. That looks very lovely, but I feel like it needs something else in the background. Oh, if you layered like black pieces behind each piece, that would be nice, like a shadow. I brought out this Anna Griffin craft box. I don't know if this is one I want to use, but I do have some gold paper in here, and this is the heirloom lace. And I was thinking, what if we use this guy? He's very lacy, very pretty, and just to pop it behind. Let me see how big this is compared to like these other items that was there. Oh yeah. Okay, let's go for it. So I'm gonna cut this out in this gold paper and I'll be right back. Okay guys, just cleaning that out. Let's see how that looks. I know there are different brands and all that. That doesn't matter to me. I just want to see if we can make something pretty. I'm trying to flatten this out. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stick this down. So I'm gonna take a moment to do that. And I'm gonna have to hold it down probably for a little while because of the way it kind of got a little wonky on me there. Okay. So I'm going to put glue all over this, as much as I can. Yeah, I try to do it a little delicately with gold paper, but I do want to put it as many places as I can because I do want this to stay pretty flat, and I'm just going to stick it right down in the center like you guys saw. So I'm going to take a little while to hold it. Okay, I'll be back. Just real quick, as I'm placing this, I kind of was looking at it and I was like, oh yeah, because you know there's some areas where it's like this and there's areas where it dips down. But I kind of did it so that the dip downs were there, and then when we place this, we'll place it however we want, you know, so that this is like pointing in that area or whatever. But just a little something. I'm going to keep holding this. I'll be back. Okay guys, so yes, I placed something nice and heavy on top of this because I wanted to make sure it was going to be really nice and flat, or at least, you know, stuck down. So let me see. Okay, make sure our card opens the right way. And of course it's circular. I mean, we can open it this way, you know, this way, whatever you want at this point. I'm just debating. I think I'm going to stick this one down. You guys know I don't like a lot of depth, like height, because then, you know, how you send that off and all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking at this. If I think I'm going to pop up these two and maybe go ahead and stick this one down. Oh, or you know what? I'll use some of these little guys that aren't too high. These FSJ, these are, I say FSJ, but these are from Spellbinders. And I like that they're not super, super high. So it gives you some depth, but it's not like ridiculous. And I'm going to put them like down here, not too close to the edge, because I don't know if I'm going to tuck like my sentiment in there or something else or whatever else. So I'm just going to place these little guys. And I'll take time to do the same with these, okay? And I'll be right back. These are so sticky in my back of my finger. And I was like, ah! It really stayed on, which is really nice. Again, I'm going to put those kind of up and down. Maybe I should look to see where I was going to position it before I took the backings off, because they are super sticky. Like right now, I couldn't even move it, but good thing I got it pretty well. I mean, I could go down just a little bit more, but we're going to do that. So I'm going to take all the backs off of these guys, and then again, this one, just place it, you know, nicely right over that. And like I said in the example, they had it just a little bit turned like this, just, I guess, just for a little something different. I mean, you know, it doesn't hurt anybody if you want to do something like that. And then this little guy, or maybe this guy, maybe we, oh yeah, okay, so maybe I'll keep this one straight, and then this one, when I put it down, I'm going to put him down a little bit off-centered, possibly. We'll see. Okay, I'll be right back. Press it down here, but I did offset this one because I do like the way that looks, so let me press that down. You guys, I mean, what's so funny is I wasn't sure about the colorway, so it's a little bright, you know, but it is gorgeous. And on Heartfelt Creations site, they have a gallery, and you can look up like any of the lines that you might have picked up from them, and they'll have like tons of cards. Like whoever does their design team over there, Emalu, or just tons of cards. So there's always inspo you can take from there, and of course different ways of, you know, stamping and all that kind of stuff. The different images, or just stamping them on paper that's already colored, or, you know, obviously coloring them in, or just backgrounds, and just lots of ways to use it. But I mean, this is super gorgeous. I don't know how I'm going to finish this off. I'm not going to lie. I'll probably put like a sentiment in here. We can put some little flowers here. Oh my gosh. Then I was thinking maybe I should come back to do that, because I don't know how long this video is. Probably not too long. But at the same time, this is just like the base of what I want to do. But let me think about it. Let me see what I have in my stash that maybe I can do a little sentiment here somewhere. And I'll be right back. I brought this binder that I have near me that I just keep like things that I want to use often, or think to use often. And I have this Spellbinders Congrats, and I'm thinking, you know what, maybe if I do it in black and just pop it right here, just like a little pop of, you know, have the beauty of what the card is, and then just that. Let me run it through in black paper, and we'll see how I feel about that. Okay, I'll be right. Oh, they're my flourishes. I've been looking for these. I was even thinking about adding some here, and I'm like, where did I put my flourishes? I put them here. I have to keep in my mind that I put the things that I want to use more often in this binder that's right next to me, and then I forget. Okay, let me roll that out, and we'll see how that looks. You know me. I went to get black paper, and I look right next to me into my little basket, and this purple paper is sticking out, and I'm like, oh, let's see how this purple might do. And I mean, I don't know. Why not? Oh, wow. Okay, so it blends in really well, so I don't know that I want to use that, but let me go ahead and run it through black again like I had originally mentioned, and maybe that'll make it pop, okay? So I'll be right back. So let's see if this will make a little difference in the way it pops. Oh, I was just that's how much it blends in. I didn't even know where it was. I'm like, where's my... Oh, I left it on the card. Okay. So let's see if we glue those together. Yes, much better. I would normally go with like another color that's in the card, like the gold, but that's not gonna work for me. Okay, that does make it pop better. Okay, so I'm gonna glue these together just in this kind of way. And generally what I do is I'll put glue in the back of my hand and I'll pat it down, and then I'll go letter by letter, basically, like stick that, and then stick this one, and then stick this one, and then stick, just so that I know it's going the way I want it to. Okay, I'll be right back. Hey guys, looks pretty good. What I'm gonna do is just use my fine tip glue and just pop this on here. And you know what, I like this because that way, you know, the card is the focal point. You want to add some flowers and things on top of that, of course, but for me, the whole point of this is the mosaic itself, right? So I think I like just the simplicity of that. And I'm gonna put congrats right down here. Oh yeah. You guys, that's gorgeous. And then again, it's not super high. I mean, I would say maybe it's a 1/4 inch high. I don't know. Not super high. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. And that's a simple way of, you know, using those kind of things whenever you have like the paper pad that goes along with the Heartfelt Creations dies. Now I feel like I need to get another paper pad. Usually I pick up 2 or 3. So this one, I think I only have the 1, so I definitely need to grab that. But I'll have the links in the description box. I'll have some images coming up for you guys right next here, and I'll see y'all at the next one. I really love the way that Anna dyed. I mean, it just fits together. Look at that. All right. Bye now.